Tyler, we talked a couple weeks ago about some of the challenges you've gone through in your career. It's so hard to ask you immediately after a final home game, after a senior night, but what will you take away mostly from your experience here at Concordia?
I think, like you just touched on it, it'll be hard to, I think once I'm really done, because we got next week up, but I think a little bit after that, take the time to digest and all, it'll really hit me. But I think the most I'll take away is just, the everyday practices and the games and the road trips with these guys and, the whole team, and those are the moments that you really remember.
In some ways, it might be a little special to finish on the road. You kind of get that camaraderie, that band of brothers feeling together when you're on the road instead of being at home.
Yeah, and I think that's pretty nice. I say that was a nice part about how it's set up, and it's pretty sad this is the last home game, but it ended how it did. But it was like we fought to the very end and an overtime game. But we're looking forward to next week.
Dan, have you thought much about taking off the practice uniform for the last time, taking off the game uniform for the last time next week, or you just try to keep that out of mind for as long as possible?
It's certainly crept into my mind. It's tough to see the end come for playing basketball all my life. But I'm certainly excited to play casually and keep it as part of my lifestyle, even if I'm not competitive anymore.
Having been around the area for so long and being at the junior college before that, you're probably a little aware of Concordia. What have you taken from your time as a scholar athlete at the university for the 2 years you've been here?
Since I've been here, it was certainly a step up from the junior college. A lot of good faculty here and teachers, and I just felt that here at Concordia that they were really pulling for me, and I had the support I needed.
Cody, I think it's fair to say, from my perspective, or our perspective, I guess at least, to watch your growth and maturation as you've had roles change a little bit, had things change, but you've played with a lot more poise and a lot more physicality even during this latter part of the season. What will you remember about the changes to your game and your development as a player?
Probably just the coaching staff. They're real patient with me from day to day because I know it wasn't the easiest to deal with, but they took their time, and Marquise, Coach Jackson, Coach B, Osa, all those guys, great help. Just keeping me poised, keeping me under control, and then just kind of letting me play and getting my teammates involved. So it's been awesome.
Can you talk a little more about that control factor, because that takes a lot of self-discipline?
Yeah.
What have you learned about yourself through that process?
I'm deadly I'm the biggest help to my team when I'm, under control, still playing, fighting, being competitive, but, keeping composure, keeping my teammates involved. Yeah.
Jarrett, you've already had your bachelor's degree, working on your MBA now. Reflect a little bit, if you would, on what Concordia is going to provide you as far as a foundation for your future plans, for your development there.
My 5 years here, Concordia has given me so much between just moving forward with lifelong friendships, memories, and then my education, having an undergrad and working on my MBA is going to be really important as I kind of move on to the business world. And then also just the experience of playing at the Division II level in one of the better conferences in the nation, as I look to continue kind of my playing career overseas, hopefully. So it's just kind of giving me that foundation and giving me all the tools I need moving forward.
Coach has been very positive about your future and about the opportunities to play abroad, as many Cavalier players have in the last few seasons. Would you ever have dreamed that coming out of high school and getting ready to enter here? Was that a lifelong goal, or is this something that you found develop over time?
I think it's everyone's dream as a little kid when you're just love basketball to keep playing for as long as you can, play in high school, and then hopefully continue that into college, and then if the opportunity presents itself to keep playing afterwards professionally. So it's kind of always been on my radar, but I'm trying to not think about it as much and just enjoy the college days and make the most of this, and when the season's over, then I'll start worrying about that. But yeah.
Jace, Coach talked a little bit last game about the mentorship that you guys have provided as seniors. When you came in, what did you learn from the seniors then that you've taken and applied in helping out some of your teammates now?
Well, for me, it was a really unique situation. I came in with one other freshman, and he actually is no longer a part of the team. He plays at Western. You guys might know him, Riley Hawkin. He's pretty good. But it was weird because I had the same seniors 2 years in a row. So people that stand out, Brandon McGurkin, Latrell Wilson, and Drew Martin, those guys, and Davis, of course. Those guys really showed us the way of leading by example, especially the trail for me, because I would guard the trail every day in practice. We would go at it one-on-one, and he just really taught me a lot of things without leading by example and not being too pushy, but being pushy at the same time. So I feel like we as seniors have been able to do some of that stuff for the younger guys, and it's been interesting to see just friendships evolve. When I was younger, I was friends with the younger guys, a little bit of the older guys, and now I'm an older guy and friends with a lot of the younger guys. So it's just really special, and our experiences as a team, you can't replicate it. The day-to-day challenges, the fun in the locker room, and I always give the team a hard time for warming up, but that is sometimes just the highlight of my day because we're just talking amongst ourselves and laughing and joking around, and it's gonna be something I really miss.
Are those memories perhaps the things that you'll take the most from your time as a scholar athlete here?
I don't know. I think the education that I've received is going to probably be important as well. I think that's something that as scholar athletes, you put so much time in the off season for basketball that you forget. We're going to school, we're learning, we're trying to become economic people. So I think that's something that I've really been able to get here from Concordia. Really good teachers and a really great experience overall.
I'd like to wrap up with each of you just to spend a minute talking about future plans. What are your goals? What are your visions? Where would you like to end up with the foundation that Concordia has provided for you? Tyler?
Well, I'm actually looking to stay out here in the Portland area and start working while I work on my master's as well.
In
My MBA.
Daniel?
I'm going to be sticking around the area as I always have. I'm looking to get into corporate finance, maybe work at a big company and help them make financial decisions.
Cody?
Searching for a contract overseas, and if not, just going to finish up my degree, and I got to take an internship this summer, probably doing project management, probably stay close in the Portland area. So.
Jarrett?
As I kind of mentioned earlier, after the season, I'm going to start working on hopefully signing a contract to play professionally, and then after that, we'll see where life takes me, I guess.
Jace?
I'm gonna get a job in the real estate business, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm gonna stay here in the Portland area, and I'm really looking forward to just the next step. And I guess it's time to grow up a little bit, guys.
Guys, thanks for your time and thanks for everything you've given to the program. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.